it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel if you have been here before, and welcome if you are new. Today, as you saw in the thumbnail, I am going to be testing out dollar makeup products. Most of them are from the Dollar Tree. A couple of them are from elsewhere, but they are all, okay, well, with the exception of one, they are all $1 items, and I will explain that one when I get there, and why I cheated and spent $2 instead of $1 on it. Also, this one is kind of special and important to me just because somebody commented and requested that I do this one, and it was the first video that I had a request for. And then I got another request to do waterproof makeup, and they wanted me to do waterproof makeup with the Dollar General makeup because that's where this one originated from too, the comments in that one. I can't find it, so my next best thing is I'm just gonna do a video with my favorite waterproof makeup, and I hope that that'll be good enough. My mirror, as always, is like right off to the side and under, so I think I've got that pretty locked in. Alright, so first things first, I'm gonna clip some hair out of my face. The first thing we're gonna do is use this Sassy and Chic Moisturizing Foundation, and it doesn't have any sort of flames, anything like that. It just says to use, apply, and blend with fingertips. So that's what we're gonna do. Also, I want to point out that I am only using products that I purchased for $1. That's it. I'm not using Morphe brushes or Sigma brushes because in reality, some people can only afford what they find for $1 at the Dollar Tree, at the Dollar General, at Target, whatever it may be. And they can't afford all of those fancy brushes, so I'm not gonna use any of my brushes. Not that I have really fancy ones, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna do that. That's not fair. I kind of feel like that's cheating. Foundation is gonna be way too light for me. I will say that I filmed this video already. It was supposed to go up before my Power of Makeup video went up, but the file was corrupt, and what I mean by that is I had edited the whole thing. I had put the video, like exported the video, uploaded the video, and realized that it was only a 10-second long video, so something was wrong. Went back into iMovie, found out I had edited the whole thing off of the memory card and not had actually imported one of the video files, which you have to do in order to export the whole thing. And by the time I had figured out I had done that, I had deleted the files off of the memory card to record my Power of Makeup video. Alright, so anyway, and I remember that this was like really full coverage and cakey. And as you can see, it is pretty sheer coverage. It's definitely radiant, which if you have watched any of my other previous videos, is not something that I typically go for. I like my matte foundations because I am oily. Can I say it one more time? Oily. Radiant foundations just bring that out by 110%. It's actually really gross. I didn't even show you guys. This is what that foundation looks like. This is Sassy and Chic, and then I also purchased this one at the Dollar Tree. So then we're gonna go in with BB Beauty Benefit Cream Multi-Action, and then this is in the shade Light. I tried to use this the first time I did this as a concealer. We're gonna go ahead and try that and stuff, and yeah. So next we're gonna go ahead and set this face with the LA Colors Pressed Powder, and I'm gonna be using the shade Tan. This is what it looks like, and it does come with a little sponge. I do think that this shade is a little bit dark for me. I was gonna just use this for my bronzer, but we're gonna try this. And I am just setting all over the face with this. I have heard that you can use baby powder to set your face. I'm not like 100% comfortable in doing that. So while I have this brush out, I'm just going to continue on with what I want to use for it. I'm going to use the LA Colors bronzer, and I'm going to use the shade Bronze. This is definitely a lot lighter of a shade than what I typically use for bronzer. I definitely do like these big fluffy brushes. I probably won't continue to use this one just because I have other brushes that I prefer. So we have our bronze glow on, and I actually kind of like this bronzer. I think it'll make its way into my rotation. So woo, like that. Did I really just woo? So I got these three brushes for $1. They're pretty like solid, and the bristles are actually pretty soft. So I'm pretty happy with this. I had a brush that was kind of similar in shape to this by Morphe, and I'm not hating on Morphe because everybody seems to want to hate on Morphe right now. I'm just telling you the honest to God truth. This brush is softer than that one. So we're just gonna apply this to the apples of our cheeks. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I actually like how my skin looks right now. It looks pretty healthy. The blush is a bit much, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so before I move on to my eyes, I'm gonna go in with this Wet n Wild. This is a Color Icon Kohl Eyeliner, but this was the only thing that I could find that I thought may work for my eyebrows. Now, I definitely think that this is gonna be a little bit warm for me. so we shall see. But it was 94 cents, so I figured why not try it. Okay, so it's going on really smooth. But yeah, like I thought, this is gonna be really warm. Whew. I mean, it's not the worst thing ever. You know, if I had a spoolie, which I don't, I think that this might work a little bit better. I feel like I got some Brooke Shields eyebrow like vibes right now, and not in the good way. Okay, so this is the item that I did cheat on, and I went to Target and I picked this up. This is the e.l.f. Eyeshadow Primer, and the reason why I wanted this and the reason why I cheated to buy this and spend an extra $1, so this was $2, is because eyeshadows don't last on me unless I prime, and I want to give these guys the best shot that I can give them to work. So I'm just gonna rub that in with my finger. And then we're gonna go in with the LA Colors little eyeshadow palette in Sunflower. This is such a pretty little trio. I mean, I guarantee you, if you saw this trio and it had Urban Decay written on the front, people would be like, ooh, let me buy that. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these really quick for you. There was a video I watched recently and it had a very, very good point about swatches. And it was like, something could swatch out beautifully and apply horrendously to your eye. Or the opposite, something could apply beautifully to your eye but swatch horribly. But some people like it for reference. The first thing I'm gonna do is take the shade, the little gold shade right here, and I'm going to use it on this little flat shader brush that I got in that little 3 brush set. These are very powdery. So now I'm going to go in with the middle shade, the coppery shade, on this little like detail brush, I guess, and we're going to put this like on the outer corner. But I can't use a blending brush because I don't have a blending brush. So we got to do what we got to do. My palette just like fell apart, guys. That's as good as we're gonna get. I'm not gonna mess with it more and ruin it because I am okay with the result. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the LA Colors liquid eyeliner, and we're just gonna create a little wing. This is just in the shade black. I remember I used to actually use this when I was younger, going to middle school, but I used the shade brown, not black. I'm gonna leave it like that because I'm pretty happy with how it looks right now and I don't want to mess it up anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the LA Colors Auto Eyeliner in black. And then we're gonna go ahead and go in with the LA Colors just mascara, I guess. So now the question is, do we stop while we're ahead or do we keep pushing? We're gonna keep pushing. It's just a natural eyelash kit by e.l.f. and it came with glue. So we're gonna try them out and see what happens. They're not bad. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more liquid eyeliner just to try and cover up the lash band a little bit. Last but not least, we're gonna go in with a lippy. This is the LA Colors Lip Gloss and Lipstick Duo. My hands are so sticky from that lash glue. I am just gonna go in with the gloss side because it's a really natural, like plummy color. Don't like the smell. And there you have it. This is the completed look. I am actually super happy with it. I think it came together so well. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick rundown of the products and what I think of them. I'm gonna start off with this brow thing that I used by Wet n Wild. It's not bad if it's the right color for you. It's highly pigmented, very creamy, and you know what? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not mad about how my brows look. It probably looks really bad over the camera, but in person, I'm not mad about it. And then we have the LA Colors pressed powder. It's not bad either. It toned down the glow that was coming off of my skin. Worked well. Moving on with foundation or face products, I have the Moisturizing Foundation by Sassy and Chic and the BB Beauty Benefit Cream by Sassy and Chic. I think for $1, these are good. If you're in junior high and you're looking to start off your makeup collection, or even in high school, or even a person in general, this isn't bad. I mean, my skin is not awful to begin with, so I'm pretty lucky in that sense. I'm not mad with how my skin looks right now. The LA Color bronzer and blushes, they are definitely pigmented. The bronzer will probably go in my rotation. The blush, probably not. I'll probably give it to my mom to see if she'll get any use out of it. It's just a lot of pigment, and my mom likes a lot of pigment in her blushes. So if that's something you look for, this is a good blush for you. If it's not, maybe check out a different one. Continuing on with the face products, we have this little Kabuki brush thing that I got for $1 at the Dollar Tree as well. If you are starting out and you need brushes and you want a Kabuki brush to like put powders and stuff all over your face, I don't see anything wrong with this brush either. It put the powder on, it wasn't too uncomfortable, and it worked. I definitely would say stay away from putting liquids on it though, because I could see it being really streaky and not working well. Then going into the other brushes, I actually really like this little brush set. I think that they worked very well. I definitely will continue on with this packing brush. Starting with the e.l.f. Eyeshadow Primer, it created a good base for what I was going to put on top of it, so that made me really happy. I don't know if it'll help my shadows last for too terribly long, but I know that it will prolong the wear with having it on rather than without anything. Then of course we have the LA Colors shadow palette. I definitely think you could find something more pigmented for maybe a little bit more, say TJ Maxx, but if you are on a very strict tight budget that only allows you like $1, definitely not a bad choice. I know e.l.f. has some really good shadows as well. This is the LA Colors liquid eyeliner. I personally am not the biggest fan of this. I think that there are other options for a couple dollars more, and I definitely think saving a couple dollars more for that is better than this. Then we have the auto eyeliner. This is just the gel eyeliner I put in my waterline. It's a waterline eyeliner in my opinion. I don't really see this being good for smudging things out on the eyelid, but it worked well. I don't know how long it's gonna wear, but for right now it looks really good. Then we have the little mascara. Not my most favorite of mascaras. I definitely think save a couple bucks and get one from Wet n Wild instead that work a lot better. And then last but not least, we have the LA Colors lip gloss, but the gloss looks pretty. It's really natural, so I like that. Alright you guys, I think that's all I have. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. If you have any ideas for anything you'd like me to do in the future, leave it in a comment below. Like I said, I'm trying to get together some stuff for a waterproof makeup look. So look forward for that to come, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!